Jordan Kasteler, aka Utah SEO Pro, has been avidly involved in organic SEO since 2001 and is a rising star in the industry, with numerous speaking engagements under his belt already. He's also a forerunner in embracing social media. Jordan, it's a pleasure to speak with you this afternoon.
Speak with you, Manny.
So let's get the show on the road. How did you discover your SEM career?
Basically, it started in 2001. Actually, when I started, I was actually working as a web designer and web developer at an ad agency, and they were teamed up with Engine Ready, owned by Jason Miller, and that was an SEO company back then. They think they do a little bit different things now, but they were basically teaching me on-page SEO stuff to work on some landing pages because they were doing some trade work with the agency we were working at. And so he was teaching me a bit of like on-page SEO stuff. Some of it was a bit gray hat, even black hat even. It was interesting, but I wasn't that interested. My heart was in web design still. So I mean, I kind of started getting into it, but didn't fully dive into SEO at that time. And it wasn't until a couple years later I was working at a mortgage company and real estate company, being their in-house webmaster, that they wanted to get ranked for local real estate terms. And I was like, well, I know a little bit of SEO, I'll give it a shot. They said, all right, we'll just take the next 3 weeks off and completely just go at it, just learn as much as you can, and then go for it. So I said, okay, cool. Took the next 3 weeks and just full-time, just learned as much as I can, studied blogs, read podcasts, just talked to people, learned as much as I can, and then actually ranked their sites, and they're happy with it. And then I fell in love with SEO at that point, and then I moved on to an SEO agency, WI Works Incorporated, after that, and worked there for the next 3 years before moving to Overstock. So that's pretty much how I got my start.
Quite the path.
Yeah.
You're a bit younger than many of the speakers here. Do you see your age as an advantage or a disadvantage?
You know, so I'm 26 right now, but most people think I'm 17, 18, 19 years old. I get carded to all the bars. I mean, I got a young face too, so I think that makes me look even younger than I really am. I would say it's more of a disadvantage than advantage in most cases. A lot of people, I feel, don't take me as seriously when I talk because they think I'm some young punk kid. I don't know, maybe that's just my perception. You know, I know Neil Patel, who's even younger than I am. I think he's like 22 years old. He thinks his youth is definitely to his advantage when he's doing sales and stuff like that. So I can see it going both ways. But I'd see it more of a disadvantage at this point. But it's good to be young, and I'm grateful for it. So.
Good answer. I like that. So you work for Overstock.com. Are you involved in any other client work? Yeah,
so I started a company called Search and Social back in June with Dave Snyder, and that's about the time actually I started Overstock.com as well. It's really been taken off lately. We've been getting some good clients and some good leads, and it's been fun. Dave just moved up here to Utah so we can work on our business a bit more and be more closer together a few days ago. So it'll be interesting to see where things go with that. We also launched imbroadcast.com, which is an internet marketing video site. We teamed up with Lauren Baker at searchenginejournal.com and launched that back at Scary SEO, which was a conference that we threw back in October. It was a Halloween-based search conference. There's only about 60 people there. And we teamed up with him and launched this video site, and then so we're going to throw conferences based around this video site. So we're having Spring Break in April in Florida as well. There's going to be about 250 people there. So it's going to be a fun little mini intimate conference. Everyone at Scary SEO will tell you that they had a blast, so we're going to try to keep that fun going at the Spring Break conference as well. Good content too.
Have to get Marty to get me out there.
Yeah, you got to get out there for sure. We're going to have some great speakers. Chris Winfield's going to be there. Michael Gray's going to be there. Brent Satoris is going to be there. We got a great lineup. We had great sponsors at Scary SEO. SEO Mods sponsored. Bruce Clay sponsored. Search Engine Watch. So we're excited to see what's going to happen at Spring Break.
Great. So what's your advice for someone wanting to get into our industry?
If you're just like now trying to get into SEO, I definitely would suggest reading as much as possible at first. Hit up Search Engine Land, their daily search caps, read all the blogs that they talk about. Go to spin.com and read all the top submissions on those pages, and just read as many blogs as you can to figure out what people are doing, what the tactics are. And then from there, go and experiment. Go and try things on your own, because not every tactic works on every website, you know. So just go try things on your own. You're going to have trial and error. You're going to screw things up, but you know that's going to be the best way to learn. And then never stop reading. Just always keep up on the articles, on the latest industry news. I spend about 15 hours a week reading online. I wade through a lot of trash, to get to the good pearls, but I find them, and it's worth all the time and effort. So definitely would recommend always reading, keeping up on blogs, and really networking with people so you can pick brains.
Good advice. So what sessions are you speaking here at SES Chicago?
I just spoke today on SEO and usability. I more so just talked about the usability of forms on your site, like submission forms, and how to drive conversion with those forms. And that's the only panel I'm speaking on. I'm actually just in here today to speak, and then I'm leaving at 5 today, so I'm not going to be here for the whole conference, unfortunately.
Quick day.
Yeah, so yeah, that's about it for me.
Okay. So the last question, probably the most important of all. Our female readers want to know, are you taken?
Yeah. I got.
Sorry, ladies.
I got married in August. Actually, it was funny. We were on a honeymoon in San Diego, and we went and popped up to SES San Jose for a day so I could speak.